Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to cilinixfxcapital. I hope you're all doing great, and welcome to this new video on Hedera and Hbar. Wanted to do a full update here. Wanted to talk about the current situation. We have gone up to the top of the range here, as expected. If you watch my videos, but now the big question is, and I promised you we would talk about that when we actually hit the top of the range. Now the big question is, well, can we break out? So that's what we'll discuss in this video. The main breakout we have to get is above this level right here, between 32 and let's say 33 cents, but it's kind of a, well, it's an area, of course. There's no precise, there's precise prices, but it's in the end, it's a bigger area, and you cannot really take it as absolute prices. But we'll talk about that. First of all, no camera. I forgot my camera at home, so I have to. You have to bear with me for now. But yeah, let's get right into it. So the market as a whole, quite strong. I would say coins like Hedera, XRP, XLM, Algo, Cardano yesterday were some of the strongest coins after the positive CPI data. Not the strongest. I mean, obviously there's always altcoins outperforming. But what that caused for Hedera here is a breakout, because on the 4-hour time frame we have actually broken out here above that level at 33 and 32 cents. You can see the value area high is even at 31.6 cents, and we've tried this twice before, 3 times before, after the first breakdown into this range, which by the way, beautiful market structure for Hbar right now. But we've done this before, and the last 2 times we failed. So now the big question is, as well, on the 4-hour time frame we have already broken out. Can we actually expect this to be a real breakout, or is this going to turn into a fake out? And I'm going to be completely honest with you here. I think it's a very difficult question, because if you take a look at certain things, such as the volume right now is $1.32 billion, looks amazing, right? So that's amazing volume, and that's also why I tend to think right now this is a real breakout. And then outside of that, I think yesterday we actually got some more news about a potential Litecoin ETF that also brings kind of the potential Hedera ETF talks back to life, which is, we've talked about that earlier. I mean, that's obviously going to happen somewhere in 2025, right? So that's most likely going to be very, very bullish. But the fact that that's sparking up with this volume, and the market's, in my opinion, still bullish. I mean, a bit of a red candle from Bitcoin right here. But I do think we can move a little bit higher into the range. So that's bullish as well, and maybe the Bitcoin dominance can even drop down a bit more. So if we sum all of that up, I have to tell you, it's most likely we'll stick with this breakout, right? So we'll break out above this level here. We have already done that on the 4-hour time frame. There's a high likelihood the 12-hour time frame, which closes in about 2 hours after watching this video, probably a high likelihood that will close above that level as well. So what I think is most likely is that we will be able to hold this, and that we'll get up to our next price target right here around 38 cents. According to the data, according to the facts, that's most likely. Now, does that mean that I think you should trade this? I'm not certain. I mean, especially if you go to the 4-hour time frame, I'll show you one thing. The leverage into Hbar right now is so ridiculously high. I mean, look at this. For most coins, the leverage is actually slightly lower than it was the beginning of January. For Hbar, it's higher, and that's not necessarily the end of the world. But what that means is that there's a lot of liquidity to the downside here. So what I would prefer is for us to get some sort of a big spike down, that the market also drops down a little bit more, big spike down. And if Hbar after that is still going to be able to hold above 32 and 33 cents, then I will enter. But I just don't feel comfortable enough. And I already opened some other positions which are doing better than I think my Hbar position would do. So that's why personally I won't be trading this. I think it's most likely, if we take a look at all the data, it's most likely we'll head up here. But the only way I would trade this is if we get some sort of a liquidity spike down first. So yeah, that's what I expect. And I do think you need to keep an eye on the markets as a whole. I mean, if Bitcoin really starts to drop down into like 95,000 again, obviously this is going to turn into a fake out, and that is also still a possibility. But like I said, given the data that we have, it's most likely going to be a real breakout, and we will see a continuation, then a fake out. Those are my thoughts. That's what I think you need to know. For now, thank you for watching, and make sure to join the Telegram and the Discord if you want to discuss this. I'm always very interested in that, even if you have a different opinion. I mean, my opinion is not necessarily the right one, of course. But yeah, have a great day. Take care, and bye.